What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Daily Wrap for Monday, the 20th of December, 2021. Interesting day today for sure. Some really great stuff paired with some not so great stuff. So let's get to the good stuff first. The Lost Judgment stream was my main gameplay stream for today. And certainly, I didn't expect it to go very well. Thinking that I was taking that game off of night streams and putting it into daytime streams. Number one, attendance would be terrible. Number two, people would complain all day that it's a kind of game they don't like on the main stream. And number three, I thought that honestly, support would not be so great. It was literally the polar opposite. Attendance was pretty good. People didn't really complain at all. They were actually very attentive, very interactive, and we had a great conversation while I was grinding through the school story missions. And support was off the charts. We hit the goals. We exceeded the goals. I was shocked, okay? So obviously in that regard, wow. I'm very grateful. I'm still surprised. Look at me. I'm still surprised it went so well. And the other good news is we made monstrous positive progress in Lost Judgment. We ended up finishing the entire stupid girls bar, and I made a fun of it the whole time because, man, is that the dumbest mission in the game. And we finished up the robotics club, which means the only thing left to do in the school side stories is the photography club, and then we get to the professor plot line, which we've been waiting for like 30 hours of gameplay. So tomorrow night we get to see it. Yes! I'm excited. Then tonight was Halo Infinite multiplayer. Okay? All right. Two things happened that irked me. The first thing is, for the very first time, I think what happened is I've been doing so well playing Halo Infinite multiplayer against random noobs that they now are starting to implement the skill-based matchmaking, and I'm getting tossed into matches with better players. Now, here's the thing. I don't mind losing to good players. When I play a competitive game, if someone is monstrously outplaying me, I'm okay with it. But what I found tonight is that when I started getting matched in with these better players, my connection got worse. Now, what really angers me is just last night, I played the beta for King of Fighters 15, and they have this really nifty thing. On the screen when you're playing a match, it lists your ping. So you know at any moment what is going on with your connection, and if it gets worse, you know, oh, there was a lag spike. That's why that happened in the match, and now I'm not so upset because I understand the connection's screwed up. Halo doesn't do that. So because of that, you actually have no actual evidence to prove or disprove thinking a game isn't as good of a connection as another one. But I think what happened is, all of a sudden, people are playing better, but all of a sudden also, my hits aren't detecting as well. We have situations where I'm doing melee attacks or getting the drop on people and it's not registering. There was one situation, I had a gravity hammer, I jumped on top of someone and slammed. The game says, oh no, he attacked up with an energy sword and killed you before you slammed. On my screen, I was slamming, but it claimed it didn't do anything. It's like, what are you talking about? And there was many situations, guys coming right at me. I swing a melee attack, it says you died, and he walked through me. So essentially what happened was, I did a melee attack, and the game thinks he already was past me and killed me from behind or something. Again, the connections just weren't as good, okay? And that's frustrating because up to this point, I've had good connections every time I've played Halo Infinite, and now it seems because they're kicking me into the higher ranked matches, the player pool is shrinking in order to have better players face me, but that makes the connections worse. When you're playing everyone with no limitations, the game searches the people with the best connection. So yeah, maybe they're scrubs, maybe they're noobs, but at least the connections are good and everything you're doing registers properly. Now, you're playing better people, but everything's worse. So how is that better? How does it show that you're a better player if your connection is worse and everything doesn't register right? This is exactly what happened to me last year in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. It's exactly the same situation. It seems like all these companies making their competitive FPS games are doing the same thing. So that frustrated me. Some matches went really well and some not so well, and I think it was the connections. But on top of that, here we go again, guys. I'm not going to lie. We're back to where we were 2.5 weeks ago. If you remember about 2.5 weeks ago, Halo Infinite was literally on the chopping block because I had done 2-3 streams of it. And there was no consistent support for the game, right? Everything was low, including memberships, super chats, and tips. We weren't even hitting like the tier 1 goal of tips a night. That's not sustainable. I run a business as well as doing it for fun. I have to do things that people are going to support. There's a lot of other games I could be playing right now, just off the top of my head. I could continue and finish Condemned Criminal Origins. I could do Serious Sam 4. I could play The Gunk. I could go and check out other games that have been available on Game Pass that I've completely missed out on or skipped out on. I could be playing more of Lost Judgment or other things to advance and finish the game more quickly to make room for new playthroughs. There's a ton of shit I could be doing. The thing is, I really like Halo Infinite multiplayer and I want to keep doing it, but I need people to come and support the streams, okay? So last minute tonight, after me talking about this on stream, first of all, a ton of trolls came in to harass me about it, because whenever I talk about shit like that, people don't want to hear it. Oh, it's because Phil's greedy and shit. You know, not that I operate a business, I need to pay bills and do things that are profitable for my business. No, I'm supposed to do everything no matter how much money I make on it. Ignore the fact that I'm making a couple dollars a night, right? Yeah, everyone does that. Everyone goes to work and works multiple hours, and it says, here, your boss pays you $2 for the day. That's how everyone operates, right? You fucking idiots. But this is what I mean. These people are trolls. They come and try to get my goat and piss me off instead of allowing me to have a good stream, and they definitely did it tonight. So by the end of the night, we did hit $50 in tips, but 2 tips were from someone who each gave over $20 or something like that. So really, it's not. It really was not a good night for support. Just because someone comes in last minute and does a Hail Mary tip or 2, that's not how it works, okay? It has to be that people buy in to be playing a game and want to support it. How is it that a game that has such low viewership in Lost Judgment has people coming in and supporting it in such a big way, but a game like Halo Infinite, the best multiplayer game of the year, the game that some people are saying is game of the year, can't get consistent support, and we haven't. This is not the first time we've been here. We were here a couple weeks ago, and now it's happening again. So it's this simple. I like Halo Infinite. I want to keep playing it, but it has to get support, and it can't just be 1 or 2 people coming in with a tip every once in a while. It has to be people buying in and saying, okay, when you play Halo Infinite, I'll come by, I'll support that stream. Or if you're watching my videos on demand, that's fine. I understand people cannot be there live for every stream, but then specifically support Halo Infinite. When you're watching that video, like it, leave a comment, look at the description of the video, contribute in one of those ways, whether it's a Patreon pledge or a tip, whatever it is. I need that support because I'm not getting it on the streams, you understand? And if I see people consistently coming by and, oh, here's a tip for Halo Infinite, please keep playing it, that's good. But I haven't seen that. What I've seen is a couple people show up, contribute during the live stream. It doesn't really add up. And now here we are again, back to square one where we were 2.5 weeks ago. Okay? So, if you like Halo Infinite, please support the streams moving forward. Sadly, I'm not going to have opportunity to play again for over a week because of the Christmas holiday. There's a day off. There's days I'm not doing consistent gameplay. So, next week, there will be yet another kind of do or die stream for Halo Infinite. If people come out and support it, I'll keep playing it. If not, that'll be it, and we'll move on and do other stuff. I don't want that to happen. And here's another thing that irked me. I said this on the stream tonight. I'll say it again for the sake of this video. Last year, Black Ops Cold War was good. Was it amazing, groundbreaking? No. But it was the most fun Call of Duty that I had played in many years. I liked it for a while. I eventually dropped it. But I had fun playing it as the first-person shooter game. People supported it. People came out and supported Call of Duty last year. Yeah, they did. And now I'm playing Halo, which in my opinion is a far superior game. The return of a major franchise, the best first-person shooter of the year, beating out Call of Duty and Battlefield, and it's not getting consistent support. Something's not computing here. You understand? Okay. So we'll see what happens. I'll let you know the next time I'm playing it. It's going to be in like a week or more. We'll see. Tomorrow's a big day. The premiere of Grand Theft Auto 3 Definitive Edition, the last game in the original GTA trilogy. I saved the best for last because it's the original game, which actually is, out of the trilogy, the most frustrating to play. However, the Definitive Edition possibly fixes a lot of the issues of the original game. This is the game that definitely needed a Definitive Edition more than the others. I don't know what they've improved. We're going to find out tomorrow, okay? Then, tomorrow night, more Lost Judgment. We're going to do that photography mission. We're going to do, or head into, the Professor plotline and see what's left of it, and hopefully maybe we even finish it. Who knows if we finish the school stories. We're not finishing the game, but maybe we can finish that major side content, so now we can finish the game up within the next week or so, right? That would be amazing. So let's see what happens tomorrow. My final consecutive streaming day of the week. Remember, I'm off on Wednesday, and then all the Christmas festivities start on Thursday. Okay, guys? Thank you so much. I know this was a longer one. I had a lot to say. Please have a good evening. I can't wait to see you tomorrow for my final streaming day of the week and more Christmas festivities. All right, guys. Have a good night. I'll see you then.